Hey guys, welcome back to Home Theater Guru. So if you got a bedroom, a home theater, or a living room, and you need to improve the sound in it, you want it to be more enjoyable, you want to be able to hear what's on the TV better, you're having a problem with the vocals, you can't hear what the actors are saying, even having a conversation in the room is just not very relaxing. It's echoey. The bedroom, maybe the bedroom's kind of noisy, it's just not a very relaxing place to be. Home theater, we really need our vocals to be crystal clear. Now you can spend years chasing your tail on equipment, but nothing's going to fix the problem until you look at the room. We have to take care of the reflections hitting the walls. That is what is shaping the sound of the environment that we're in. If we have a lot of bare surfaces, it's going to be very loud, very noisy. We're going to have problems hearing things, hearing clarity and focus is just going to be lost. All that detail is lost. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking these walls and we're going to install this slat board on there. Now I'm already done, but we're going to go through the process and I'm going to show you how I did it. Now in the home theater world, we call this a combo panel because what it does, it absorbs and it reflects and diffuses. So what that means is it's going to clean up our vocals because it's going to absorb those lower reflections. Our vocals are going to be really clear. Focus is going to be clear. Direction where things are coming from. If we're watching something that's not going to be smeared all around the room, there's still going to be a lot of energy in the room because we're reflecting and diffusing a lot of the upper frequencies, and it just sounds good to the human ear. We don't want to kill everything and the room to sound like we're in an anechoic chamber or like we're in a room full of fiberglass where there's just nothing but no reflections at all. That gives you a very boring, dull room, and we don't want that at all. So if you're scared about over treating your room, this is a fantastic panel to use. Now alone, the absorption factor doesn't go very low. It doesn't absorb very low. As you can see on their website, they have actual specs. But for like a living room or most living rooms, bedroom, it's fine as is without putting any extra absorption behind it. Here, because we knew we were going to be installing this from the get-go, from when this theater was designed, I do have extra absorption behind this, so it's going to absorb very low. But this is a home theater, so the requirement's a little bit different than the average room would be. Now you can go to ACULSAT's website and check out all the different panels they have. We actually did the natural walnut in our master bedroom and we love the way it turned out. So for the theater, we went with a dark walnut. It took about a week for them to come in. So as you can see, everything was very well protected and boxed. All right, so let's jump into the theater and go get our measurements and see how long we're going to cut these panels. I'm going to be making these cuts on my table saw, and here I'm using a DIY miter sled that I built. Really changes the way you use your table saw. It's fantastic. Now you are going to use a fine-tooth saw blade for this. I'll have it link in the description. You do want to kind of knock off any little burrs. You see I've got one right here. It's going to kind of, you don't want to go too deep with your sanding. You just want to kind of clean up the edges. This is basically like a furniture type panel. Now it is suggested that you coat these with some type of a protectant. Here we're using a tung oil. And I'm going to be putting 2 coats of this tung oil on the wood. It actually goes really fast. Now this oil does darken the wood a little bit and brings out the grain. You can see right here in the dark walnut on the right, it's a little bit darker, but check out what it does in something like a natural walnut. This is what's in my master bedroom. Look at the difference. In that lighter wood, it just really brings out the beauty of the wood, and the grain just looks fantastic. All right, so we've got to wait about 12 hours between coats. Just read your instructions on whatever you're using to coat these with. So if you're going to be nailing these on like I'm going to be doing, you may want to go ahead and find the studs now or waiting for the panels to dry. Here I'm using a Franklin stud sensor. All right, time is up. Let's go ahead and get installing. Here I'm using a Roby 18 gauge brad nailer. This is a great little cordless brad nailer. And I'm just going to be tacking these taller panels up. And then I'll get my ladder and come back and finish them off. The installation actually goes really quick. It doesn't take long at all because we've pre-cut everything. Now, of course, this is going really quick with the brad nailer, but you can also glue them to the wall or screw them to the wall. They have different methods that you can use and you can find on their website. So if you guys are interested in some type of a wall treatment like this, head over to ACUSAT and check them out. That's going to be it for this one, guys. I'll see y'all for the next one.